a mirror tap for a radar detector in a 2018 Dodge Charger. How about the MTX series mirror tap, 15 inches? That seemed to be the right length. If you notice, it gives you, once it's installed, that it hangs out just perfect enough for you to plug in your detector. You could actually pull that back a little bit if you wanted to. So you have some options how you want to do that. Kind of looked around the internet and found some of the 17s, and this particular model, at least the one I've got, has a little bit different unassembly configuration. But we have all the tools. We have a voltmeter. We have the taps. Certainly we need the glasses. We got some twist ties. And we have the actual tap itself. And so to get started, what we have to do is we have to first take off two important pieces that you will find that are covering the housing of the rearview mirror. Those two pieces are going to be this piece here. This piece, this is the piece that sits up on the actual rearview mirror. And the secondary piece is a larger piece that actually covers the housing like so. Like so. That comes off very easy. If you'll look right there, you'll see a clip right there, a little slot right here, and you'll have one on the other side. That corresponds to these two particular clips right here. Those two things just slide up over those and it clicks right in. On the other side, you notice you have several different places for the tabs to fit off the secondary piece. You'll notice that it has 4 tabs, and those 4 tabs, connect into those holes right there. So it's a very simple unassembly. You just kind of pull it off and then off you go. So from here, what we're going to do is, once you get that assembly off, on the back of the rearview mirror, you've got a piece right here. On the bottom, you just push up. You push up and you pull out. It's very simple. Like that. And that brings out the actual tap that you're going to be using to tap into. Now, if you can see, you've got 2 colors. There we go. You see, you've got those right there. Right there. And we're going to be testing those to see which one we need to use to do the actual tap. First thing you're going to do is you're going to attach your ground to something metal. I just happen to just touch mine up in here into the door hinge and just kind of wedge it up in there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the black tip and you're going to touch it to each of the ports behind here until you hear a beep. And when you hear a beep, then you will know that it is grounded. Then what you're going to do is you're going to turn your car on, do it again, and you should hear the beep again to ensure that it's grounded both when it's on and when it's off. So give it just a second, we'll test that out. Okay, so what I had to do is my probe was a little too big. And so what I had to do is I had to put the actual tap into what looks like the black wire just to test it. And I stick it in there, and then I take this, touch it to here, and that tells me that's ground. So now what I'll do is I'll turn my car to on, and I'll test it again, which tells me it's still grounded with the car on. What we're going to do now is we're going to be testing for the 12 volt to see which one is the positive. So what you're going to do is leave the configuration, whatever it is for your particular voltmeter. And this one, it's the black negative into the COM lead and the red in the V. We're going to turn it to VDC, turn it to the highest setting. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the black tip and we're going to touch it to the tap that we just already installed, to the end of that. Then what we're going to do is take the red and we're going to touch the other slots to ensure that the meter reads 12 volts or somewhere around there. All right, so that has to be done with the engine on, so give me just a minute. We'll do that. Next, you're going to put the red on. You're going to touch the black, and it'll give you 12 to 14 volts. So you know you've got it hooked up correctly. Okay, so we have the tap set. If you'll notice that we've got, turn it this way, both wires, one in the pink one, the positive, the black, and obviously the black. I went ahead and hooked it up just a little bit. You can see here I didn't quite put them all the way together. So I can test it one more time. So what we're going to do is we're going to touch the black to the black and we're going to watch the voltmeter. So we touch the black to the black. We're still grounded. And go back over, touch the black. Gives us a tone telling us that's the ground. We'll pull the black out. We'll move this over to our VDAC right here. I already tested it, so I know. But the voltmeter should read 0 when it's turned off and you test it. Then when you turn it on to test it, you're going to put the red on. You're going to touch the black, and it'll give you 12 to 14 volts. So you know you've got it hooked up correctly. So you can turn the car off. Once you get that done, just put it right back up where it goes. Snap it in. Then close it up, and you'll have your mirror tap taken care of. When it's put back together, you just feed it out, little hole there, snap that in, and you're golden. And then your tap hangs down, and then you can plug it into your